Hey everybody, Big Al here, and I know not the usual intro, but it's another episode of Talking Cards that I'm gonna be honest is gonna get me a little bit heated, and it's about backyard breaks and Josh Luber. Josh Luber, for those who might not know, is the head of Fanatics' new trading card division. He came from StockX, I call it Sneakerhead X. To give you lack of better terms, I mean, he's a sneakerhead, right? He's got that mentality, and he's gonna bring it to sports cards, and not exactly the most exciting time, but, you know, I kind of entered into the Fanatics new partnership with Topps and MLB and, you know, other trading card industry stuff with an open mind. But then they went on Backyard Breaks, who are complete and total scumbags. If you don't know who Backyard Breaks are, highly recommend you look it up, because they're the guys who they were doing a giveaway of a box of Absolute Football. They pulled a gold Trevor Lawrence Kaboom out of 10, $20,000 card, should have been given away because that's what they said they were going to do, and they literally said, we can't give this away. And they basically scammed the dude out of that card. They are also, unfortunately, the guys who pulled the LeBron triple logo man from National Treasures Basketball. And there's a whole conspiracy about that, but these guys have scammed people. These guys they're just not good for the hobby. They're the same type of yelling breakers that Blez is, who don't even get me started on Blez. I don't like them either. But this hype bro mentality that's invading the hobby, it's not exactly encouraging. So when I found out that Josh Luber was going to be on the hype bro of hype bro channels, that he was going to be on Backyard Breaks breaking basketball cards with them, I, along with a bunch of other people on Twitter, basically called out Luber and Fanatics and said, don't go on the show. And we knew it wasn't going to work. He did. I'm sure it was great. I'm not watching it because I cannot support Backyard Breaks for what they did. But I found out this morning too, via another YouTuber, Run Good Life, great YouTuber, love RGL. He is also on Twitter, and he found out and screen recorded and tweeted that Grant, who's one of the guys at Backyard Breaks, actually one of the main guys who said we can't give this card away with the Trevor Lawrence, that there's a video of him on his YouTube channel sexually harassing a woman on the street for shock value, for shock comedy. Basically, to give you a nutshell, I'm not going to link the video because it was very disturbing. Walked up to a woman on the street, asked for her Instagram, and basically said, I'm going to do things with this later. And I'm not going to go into detail, but I think you understand what he was going to do, right? And trying to use that as comedy, which it's not appropriate. It's not comedy. It's not funny. So obviously, Luber, Fanatics, did not know this, among other things that RGL called out, such as Grant's, you know, his tweetings of false information about the C, the O, the V, the I, the D. Can't say it because YouTube, but I can spell it out like that. Just not a good dude. And you couple that with what Backyard has already done with the Lawrence Kaboom and other scams, and it's just, if this is the future of the hobby, where we're going to continue to support people like Backyard Breaks, is this really a hobby we need to be involved in? Like, the rest of this video I want to address directly to Josh Luber and directly to Fanatics. And if you're watching this, hello. If you're not watching this, you're missing out, because I think this is important. And for those who are watching this thinking, they're not going to respond, eBay responded to my call out of them. So Fanatics, Josh Luber, if you're watching this, hype bros, money, that's not what this hobby is about. I realize that type of mentality has pervaded the hobby, but you're only looking through the lens of the last 2 years of this hobby. You made the investment into Topps and into buying all the licenses on the basis of that it was going to continue to skyrocket. You bought it at its peak. And everything's now kind of cooling down a little bit, right? We just had an NFL draft where there wasn't a quarterback taken, I want to say, until the third round. Like, that was the first notable one that I noticed. So, like, the first round's like all defensive guys and other specialty. Like, football's going to go down, right? Basketball, I really don't hear too much about it. LaMelo and Ant-Man aren't there anymore. No Zion, no Ja, none of those rookie guys. Baseball's never really exploded. It only exploded because everybody thought that they were going to buy it up. And now you can pretty much find some kind of baseball anywhere. Fanatics, Josh, you guys, money is not what the hobby is about. It's just not. The 5 cards you see in front of you all tell a story. All of them tell a story. From left to right. Guy Fieri. Dude, I love Guy Fieri. He's my guy. I have that card because it's really important to me. Fernando Tatis Jr. home field advantage. Pulled that out of a pack of Walgreens. Trout, home field advantage. Beautiful card. Pulled that at Target. Ohtani artist proof rookie. Pulled that like the other day out of a mystery pack. Did not expect it. Justin Fields rated rookie. I'm a Bears fan. I have more reasons to be excited about Justin Fields than I have about any quarterback since Mitch Trubisky. And the joke is he's been the only quarterback. So, and I realize these aren't the greatest stories. I have so many other stories. Cards are not about the money. Yes, there's money to be made. But if you think that's just the whole thing, you're missing out on so much more. So I want you to really take a good look at where you're going in this hobby. Really take a hard look. What kind of people do you want to be involved in the hobby? Who do you want to be the real spokespeople for this hobby? Do you want it to be people who are scamming others, who are sexually harassing women on the streets? Do you really want people like Backyard Breakers? Or do you want the everyday collector? Do you want the person who, oh my word, I got a big hit, I didn't expect it? If they choose to sell it, that money goes to a really good use, such as their family. Or maybe they have the money and they put it into cards. I don't know. But do we really need it to be the hype bros? What's next? You're going to start partnering with Blez and have a scream-off competition? I mean, there's Fanatics, Josh Luber, I want you to listen to this specifically. You probably didn't know about the Backyard Breaks thing. You probably didn't. And I understand that. But never go on their show again. As a matter of fact, if you want to make it really right, you'd issue a statement apologizing for being on and that you will no longer support them. I'm being dead serious. What those guys do is unacceptable. It's not who this hobby is. It's not who this hobby is going to be. And it's a shame that they got as much support as they did in the first place. Now, they don't deserve your support. So Fanatics, Josh Luber, I implore you, issue a statement saying you're never going to support Backyard again. And if you continue to support Backyard, then I don't know if I can support you. And I know I'm just one guy. I know I'm just a small fish in a big pond. But I can assure you I'm not alone in my thoughts. So Fanatics, Josh Luber, do the right thing. Backyard, if you somehow come across this, there's a lot I can say about you. You're in the wrong industry. You're in the wrong hobby. Y'all don't need to be here. Thanks for listening to this rant. Let me know your thoughts, and bye-bye.